What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Season 3 recap. I'm going to play some highlights from the season in the background while we go over some stuff. Mostly players that are leaving, players coming in, and who's going to have to step up for next season. Starting off with who's leaving, we're losing a lot of key guys this year. We're going to need a lot of younger guys to step up this next season to be able to maintain kind of the caliber of play that we've been having the past couple of seasons. Obviously, Lucas Coley is going to be graduating. He's headed off to the NFL along with Brandon Campbell. So we're losing two Heisman finalists from this past season. But we're also losing Parker Jenkins and Stacy Sneed. So our top three halfbacks are all graduating this season. In terms of wide receivers, we're definitely losing Joseph Donato to graduation. A couple juniors that might be going to the NFL with Dalton Carnes and Joseph Manjack, but talks from inside the organization indicate that Manjack might be considering to come back for his senior year. Not getting the same sentiments out of Dalton Carnes at the moment, but we'll see how that shakes out in the offseason. And then a couple of offensive linemen we're going to be losing as well. On the defensive side, we're going to be losing Garfield Lawrence at defensive end, the NCAA single-season sack leader, which is obviously huge. Justice Ugo is also going to be graduating, along with a couple other guys. So defensively, not a whole lot's going to change, but we'll get to that when we talk about who's coming in, which we're going to do now. So on the offensive side, we're going to need redshirt senior Uwe Ale to step up at quarterback. He's going to be our starting guy for Season 4, backed up by our redshirt sophomore guy that we recruited a few seasons ago with Nick Hartvickson. I think we recruited him in Season 1. And we're also at halfback going to have to start with, I believe we're going to be starting true freshman Alan Samuel Jr. Not really a speed guy, but definitely has some power, has some finesse moves. Gonna need him to step up big time. He's gonna be backed up by redshirt freshman Benny Faison. So a couple of new guys at the running back position. At wide receiver, assuming he does come back for his senior year, we're gonna have Joseph Manjack, and CJ Nelson is absolutely coming back. Followed by true freshman Brian Miller. He's another guy that we're excited about heading into the offseason. Excited to get him going in training camp and see how he looks moving forward to Season 4. And also redshirt sophomore, a guy we recruited a couple years ago, Miles Ray. He's going to be in the rotation there at wide receiver, so going to need some of the younger guys to step up, but we do also get, Joseph Manjack potentially and CJ Nelson. At tight end, we've got Matt Burns returning, so that's good. He's going to be coming back for his senior year. And then we're going to be starting redshirt freshman Tyler Driscoll at right guard. We do have some upperclassmen to step in at the other offensive line position, but he's going to be sort of the guy to keep an eye on the offensive line to see if he's going to pan out as a young guy on the starting lineup. As for the defensive side of the ball, got a lot of new guys starting at defensive end. We've got a couple of redshirt sophomore with Colton Barton and Brian Dixon, two guys that we recruited back in Season 1. We've got redshirt senior Anthony Holmes Jr. returning at D-tackle. He's been a big-time run stopper, pass rusher for us in the middle of the defensive line. At outside linebacker, this is definitely our weakest position on the team. We're going to be starting junior Taylor Caggiano, who's I think like a 70 overall, and then redshirt freshman Jake Garrett, who's a 75 overall. So definitely sort of a weak point for us there. We're going to have to be recruiting that position pretty heavily in season number 4. And then in the middle linebacker spot, we've got junior TJ Ellis, who was big for us last year. A big turnover machine, got a few sacks himself. And then also in the interior linebacker position will be redshirt sophomore Taven Lebowitz. At defensive back, we've got true sophomore Damian Kaba returning. He's going to be sort of our key guy there. We've got redshirt senior Lawrence Mazuka, who's a guy that we recruited from, he was a JUCO transfer from Season 1. He's going to be getting a lot of playing time at that position, and redshirt sophomore Deshaun Okocha is going to have to step up here. Followed by at free safety, we've got redshirt senior Malik Fleming returning for his senior year, and we're going to have true freshman Devondrick Lewis starting at star, so that's going to be another key position to look at. I think he's in this mid to low 70s as well. And then, of course, true freshman kicker Adam Wales going to be stepping in. We're going to see how he does for his first season. And returning kicks and punts is going to be CJ Nelson. So, excited to get this next season started, see how the young team does. And, assuming we're still at Houston for season 4, I'm excited to see what direction we're going in. So now to close out this video, we're going to go ahead and look at the top 10 plays from season 3. Take a look, enjoy. Coming in at number 10, we've got an 11-point lead in the second half against Arizona. Deep pass from Coley to Dalton Carnes, who lays out, hauls it in, extends that lead just before halftime. Definitely helped us get that win. Coming in at number 9, 14-point game in the Big 12 championship. Couple Heisman candidates, Coley to Campbell, 411 yards and a touchdown on that one. Gives us a 21-point lead before halftime. At number 8, against West Virginia, kind of a blowout game, and Moses Alexander is going to rub it in just a little bit more with a pick 6 late in the third quarter to put us up 59-21. Big time play there from a guy that we're definitely going to miss next season. At number 7, we've got the opening round of the playoffs against Alabama, trying to put them away late in the third quarter. Option pitch out to Stacy Snead, who dives for the pylon, gets in for a 26-yard touchdown. Gives us a 17-point lead and ends up sealing that game for us. At number 6, against Oklahoma State, Joseph Donato. He remembers losing to them in overtime back in season 1. Breaking tackles all the way down the sideline for a 33-yard touchdown. At number 5, we're going up against Arizona State. They're trying to mount a comeback late in the third quarter, down 14. And Moses Alexander, once again, he's going to pick it off in the back of the end zone, puts an end to that comeback, and we end up getting a big win at home against Arizona State. At number 4, in the playoffs, national championship game against Oregon, deep pass down to Donato, which is overthrown, but Dalton Carnes hauls it in for a big-time touchdown. Really high awareness by him on that play for 71 yards. Ended up being crucial in the national championship game. Number 3, against Clemson, opening game of the season. Right before the half, tie game. Moses Alexander with a pick on the sideline, hauls it in the end zone for the touchback. That helped us keep the game close, headed into halftime. Ended up pulling away late. At number 2, punt return on this game against Kansas. Parker Jenkins can't find it, goes between his legs, but he goes back to the 2-yard line and picks it up. Weaves his way through the defense, gets a block, and he goes all the way to the end zone for a 98-yard punt return. Definitely one of the best plays of this whole dynasty, honestly. Really incredible one. And at number 1, national championship game against Oregon. 15 seconds left on the clock, down 3, Brandon Campbell. He runs it in for a touchdown, just a huge clutch play there by the guy who should have won the Heisman. So that's going to do it for Season 3. Thank you guys once again for joining me on this journey. We're going to keep on trucking with Season 4. Going to be posting the Season 4 off-season pretty soon, probably later today. And we're just going to keep on moving into Season 4. So if you guys have liked this series so far, if you guys have made it this far into the video, please just, give it a like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think of the series, what you'd like to see maybe different from how it's been going. And yeah, I really appreciate the feedback, and we will see you guys later on today for the start of Season 4.